So all of those moves I'm planning to do in the future, hopefully, eventually. And hello and welcome to another Xterra video where I work on my truck. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. So in today's video I'm actually not gonna do any work on my truck. I'm just driving around and enjoying the beautiful cold weather. and today I'm just gonna talk about my truck. And this is actually like a video recap for the past almost a year. I did similar video a while back where I talked about my truck, what I want to do with it, what I have done so far. And today is pretty much the same thing. I'm just gonna talk about the truck, what mods I have done and what I'm planning to do in the future. So hopefully you guys gonna like it as well, and so maybe you have some suggestions as well. So in the past video I talked about all the stuff that I want to do to my truck, which actually I'm gonna leave the link to that video in the description, so if you want to check it out, feel free to do so. And I talked about all the mods that I wanted to do, and actually I did all of them, and even a little bit an extra. So I'm pretty happy about that. So right now the year is almost coming to the end, and there is more stuff that I want to do, but of course it's gonna take time. Of course I did the suspension upgrade, I painted my bumpers, I got the new tires. And another thing that I did, once I got my new rims, they didn't came with TPMS sensors, nor my old rims, they didn't have the TPMS sensors. I also added and I programmed a new TPMS sensor. So now on all 4 tires I have a brand new TPMS sensors, and I don't have that light anymore. So that's pretty good too. So originally I also did the radiator bypass, which I ran for quite some time, but luckily I was able to get my hands on the radiator, and I replaced the radiator. So now I have a new radiator, and all the transmission lines are getting cooled through the radiator. So I'm happy with that as well. And I also gotta make a video on my headlights, which I restored last year, but I feel like they're getting fogged up already again. And last year I made a video where I installed my backup camera with my front facing camera. So I want to do a video review on that. It's gonna be almost like a year review as well, and I'm probably gonna re-edit that video to make it shorter, and so stay tuned for that. Right now my main goal is to get the skid plates. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Everything is kind of expensive for me right now. It's out of my budget, so maybe I can try to figure out the way I can do it them myself, or find a body shop near me or something who can fabricate it for me or something. So we'll see. I don't know. After a long debate with myself and looking at all the kind of topics, I really want to get a full metal bumper on the front, because I seen a lot of pictures where people got into an accident, or they hit a deer or turkey or something, and who has a metal bumper, you don't see any damage to the truck. Very minor, maybe some scratches on the hood, but that's about it. But people who don't have a bumper, that's a different story. They receive a lot of damage. So metal bumper and a winch, it's another thing that is on the top of my list that I want to do for the next year. I know it's not gonna happen anytime soon. It's probably gonna be sometimes during the spring or summer, or maybe even by the end of the next fall, but hopefully it's something that's gonna happen. So those two are the main thing, is to get the skid plates underneath and get a metal bumper with a winch. That way I know I can always pull myself out. Now for the rear, maybe I'm gonna get a metal bumper for the rear, but I don't know. That's a different story. It's not a necessity for me right now, so I kind of doubt it's gonna happen anytime soon. And of course, for all the mods that I did, I got the new rims from the guys. They donated it to me. I'm very happy with that, and luckily I was able to eventually upgrade my tires. I got a bigger tires right now from the stock. I did my fog lights. That was a fun project. And recently I added the grill lights. I really like how that came out. Of course, I painted all my bumpers. I mean, I might not be the best painter or anything, but it's still better than it used to be. And I did the badges, the front badge, and I did the rear badges with the emblem. I painted them. I fixed my plate lights, so I really like that as well. And then like a minor touches with a red paint here and there. recently I did my roof rack with some recovery gear. I know it's not much, but it's a beginning. And of course, recently I just replaced my exhaust. If you probably seen the video, or maybe not, where my muffler completely gave up, so I have to replace that. So that was one of the upgrades as well. I think it's an upgrade. It's a new exhaust, so hopefully it lasts a few years. But hopefully eventually I can work to get a front bumper with a winch, so that's gonna be a huge help. Of course, as you know, I did my Titan swap. So originally I was planning just to get a 2-inch lift with just shocks and stuff like that, but I'm glad I did a Titan swap. It's so much better right now. So other than getting the skid plates underneath and getting the front bumper with a winch, there is small mods here and there I want to do. I still want to add a light bar, which probably is not gonna go for the rooftop. I'm probably gonna get a bumper light bar, but I'm still debating on that. I want to get my ditch lights on the sides over there, so that's something to consider as well. So all of those moves I'm planning to do in the future, hopefully, eventually. And of course I'm still planning to put more stuff on the roof. Like I said, it's still work in progress, so I'm still gonna figure out where I'm gonna do that. But like I said, this is a good starting base over there. And another thing, I want to get some kind of seat covers for a truck, because they're kind of starting to get worn over here, so I just want to keep them as long as possible. So I want to get some kind of seat covers. If you guys have any suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the description. I would really appreciate that. And that's about it for my past upgrades and my future plans. There is going to be more stuff other than the upgrades I just mentioned, which for the skid plates and the bumper, but those are kind of minor upgrades, so I'm just not going to talk about them just yet. But if you have any suggestions for some upgrades, please feel free to leave them in the description. I am really impressed and I'm really happy with these tires and with the suspension. I know I haven't done much off-roading, but I just want to take it easy. I want to get the skid plates first, so I know that underneath everything is protected. I'm not gonna damage anything, so then we can go on much more off-roading. I'm just taking it easy, or maybe too slow or something, but I want to be conservative. I don't want to damage my truck. I said it many times, but I don't want to damage it. But all of that stuff that has been done, but there is so much more that I want to do. And in last video I talked about that I changed my YouTube channel name, but I'm not changing it yet anymore, at least. I know there have been a few suggestions, but I kind of like it the way it is so far. In that video I also said that this channel is about me working on my truck and me doing the photography. I like doing photography, so I haven't done much of it lately, unfortunately. Was kind of too busy, didn't have enough time. I just had time whatever to work on my truck. But hopefully I'm gonna start uploading more photography video related content again. I don't know if you guys gonna like that or not, but I personally like doing photography, so this is something that I like. I like working on a truck, I like doing the photography, I like recording videos with my drone, so you guys gonna see more of that. And you guys decide if you like it or not, but I can't help everybody. But anyways, I hope you guys gonna like that. So stay tuned for that. If you have any more suggestions regarding my truck, what mods I should do, if you guys have any suggestions for the bumper, for the armor plates, or even for the seat covers, what should I get, please feel free to leave everything in the description. And also leave your comments regardless of the photography. If you want to see more of that, I know some of you guys said you don't want that. Some of you guys you messaged me that you do like that as well. So I'm gonna try to do my best to do more work on the truck, to add more moods, go more on some adventures, and yeah, and along the way take some photos. And I hope you guys gonna like that. But on this note for today, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. It's actually a pretty cold day today, and it was already snowing. Most of it already melted. But anyways. And alright everyone, so that was kind of a year recap for all the mods that were done. Maybe I missed something, I don't know, but you can always go back and see all my videos that I did all the work, where I changed the radiator, where I did all my fluids for the transmission and differentials. Of course the biggest one was my suspension. I'm really happy with that suspension, that the way it came out. And other than that, stay tuned for more content on the Xterra and on the photography. I'm really looking forward to start doing more photography as well. I really like doing that. So on this note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you might find it helpful, even though I haven't done any work on my truck in this video, but still, I talked about it. But still, I'm very happy to share all my work with you guys, and hopefully it somehow helps somebody. So on this note, until next time, everybody, bye!